years ago.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the August 10th City of Bettendorf Board of Adjustment meeting. And the Board of Adjustment is a 5-member board appointed by the mayor. It is the responsibility of the board to interpret the city's zoning ordinance as it applies to special uses and variances. Public hearings are held monthly after each board member has had the opportunity to review the staff report and visit the site in question. A decision regarding this request will usually be made at the public hearing meeting. Roll call.
Gallagher. Spranger.
Here.
Tansey.
Here.
Tomberg.
Here.
Vermillion.
Here.
Thank you. So the board has had the opportunity to get the minutes of the July 13th meeting. Is there any questions, changes, comments?
Nope.
Would somebody like to make a motion?
I'll motion to approve the minutes.
A second?
Second.
Okay, it's been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. Any opposed? All right, it's passed. So we have one case tonight. It is case 23-052, which is 2211 Grant Street, Zone C1. Approval of a special location plan to allow 3 off-site parking spaces to be used to meet the requirements of 35 total parking spaces for a bar submitted by Ben Earwood, EFH LLC. Staff report.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. We'll get right into it. Special location plan, or for parking is the term. It's an actual power appointed to this board through our zoning ordinance. So while we usually have special use permits or variances, this is actually a special power called special location plan for parking, which you can review and approve or disapprove. Just a little background. You've seen this case before. Mr. Earwood and his company EFH LLC are the applicants. Again, special location plan for parking. On February 9th, this board approved a special use permit for bar and outdoor patio. At that time, we did not contemplate parking, or otherwise we'd have brought it to you at that point, but we didn't have a full site plan. We just wanted to know if we could get the use approved, and you did choose to do that. On February 21st, the Planning and Zoning Commission approved a site development plan with a parking condition. That parking condition was related to these 3 spots that were just short of 3 spots. Even with our downtown ordinance and the flexibility it provides for parking, we still came up 3 spots short. We think we have a good plan for you. I'm going to note that I think I may have my dates wrong here, so please forgive if I put the wrong dates on the slide. Those just aren't seeming to make sense to me. So I think one of these dates might be wrong. Should have had Lisa read this before I brought it in. So excuse the dates, but the pattern is still the same. BOA for the residential use permit, and then site plan at Planning and Zoning Commission. Just a quick reminder, the site development plan that was approved by Board of Adjustment looked like this. You had a interior patron space located in the old Bettendorf library, going to be called the library bar, kind of cool. You have an outdoor patio space here. You have the mentioned parking spaces, which are just 3 short of what we need. 32 of 35 needed. Here's an elevation profile. Going to kind of dress up the area. We need it in this part of town, and we're happy to see that investment come through. The special location plan for the parking just points out in these gray boxes where they are able to meet our ordinance by providing off-street parking within 300 feet of the building. And I can give you another glance to show you that these are truly within 300 feet. In fact, this one's just within a few feet. Ace Automotive has provided a letter stating they will allow parking after 5 p.m. and all day on weekends for up to 3 spots. The city also allows parking, and in fact, we encourage it, and I want people to know this. If you're coming downtown to enjoy our businesses or our trails, our city parking lots, including the one at City Hall, are available, so you can use those to park in, unless they're otherwise posted. Obviously, the fire department doesn't want you blocking in the fire engines, but here at City Hall in the regular public parking space, if you wanted to jump on the trail here, you'd be welcome to do that. You'd also be welcome to park at the community center and use the facilities or use the services of these businesses in that part of town. I did note there's a 300-foot rule. That's as the crow flies. It's not measured by walking distance, so that is as the crow flies. And both these spots are well within 300 feet. Here's the proof, 250 foot to 3 parking spots here at the front, of the community center, and then just 90 feet, barely, if you will, that's to the door, 90 feet to get you into the building from the adjoining neighbor Ace. That's their off-street parking. Ace's main building is here, and then they have overflow parking for the cars they work on. That is right here. We have a positive staff recommendation. We think this meets the a code 11313, the special location plan code. We think it meets all facets. We are going to work with the business owner on appropriate signage to identify the additional parking. There's different ways we might want to do that. We kind of want to see how things go first. I will mention with the Tangledwood, we do put out or have them put out kind of temporary yard signs when they have big events. So we're going to kind of work with the petitioner, see how things go. We may put up some permanent signage, or we may ask them to do something on a more temporary basis around events or something like that. So going to work with them at staff. They're great to work with. They'll be happy to oblige, I'm sure. I'd be happy to answer your questions.
Any questions?
Ace is open to, during an event, letting them use more than 3 spaces?
The letter they provided didn't say that. It
Okay.
just said 3 spaces.
Probably.
But that would be something that we could work out, and of course, the community center is there as well.
Okay.
It'd be my belief that he would be more than happy on, especially on neighborhood.
Yeah, after five.
So is there, would you like to speak in favor? Anybody want to go ahead to the podium and speak in favor?
Just echoing what Mr. Haywood said, I have a long-term relationship with this gentleman as well. I know Mr. Haywood and Mr. Haywood have had the same reciprocating, allowing them to use parking. And when I went to speak to him, he couldn't have been more comprehensive and willing to help. So I don't think if they ever needed us to have an event or something like that, I'm sure he would be more than willing to extend.
Excellent.
Are we okay with the informality of not knowing who's speaking and where they're speaking?
So I think we have enough history with this
Okay.
case that we understand who the petitioner and the potential purveyor of the business are. And so we've got their names recorded, and the room's audio is a lot better than it used to be, so we probably did pick all that up on audio. And we also have a person taking minutes as well. So I
Okay.
think we're okay, but if we have a lot more discussion, probably best to direct everybody
to the
to the
podium.
podium just for audio purposes.
That's okay. No, no,
worries,
I
no
just
worries.
wanted to make sure you didn't have to repeat yourself. Did anybody else, is there anything else about in favor? Is it,
I'll say a couple things probably. This has been a long project. Mark would probably agree. It started not this year, but 2 or 3 years ago. We bought it for a specific, this building for a specific reason. That reason is not longer there, so we're doing this, and it took us, a year and a half or 2 years to find what we think is something cool. And I think what Streamline did, it's different and fantastic, fantastic, and it'll be just a great addition, especially for that building, to keep it really what it was. But we're making progress, not just change. And I think it's really, really cool.
and you guys are good with no names or? in the
And I'm Ben Irwin, I'm the developer, sorry.
That's okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay, is anybody here who wants to oppose it? Seeing none. And no other questions from the board?
No.
All right, roll call? Oh,
I'll make-
actually, we
well,
need a, sorry.
I'll make
hold
a
on.
motion to approve case
There we go. Thank you.
23-052 for the approval of the special location plan for the off-site parking.
A second,
I'll second it.
okay.
Here's what I found.
Okay, my phone really is off. Okay, with no further discussion, roll call?
Spranger,
Yes.
Tansy,
Yes.
Bomber,
Yes,
Vermillion.
Yes.
all right, and it passes. All right, and thank you, everybody, for being here tonight. Short and sweet.
Yep.
Appreciate your time.
I don't know if you